The breakfast team. I'll be back with our lunchtime news at 1:30. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back. They started out in the heart of the Manchester music scene of the 80s and 90s, and songs like She's a Star and Sit Down took them into the top 10.
But unlike many of their contemporaries, James have been releasing records ever since. Now they've got a brand new album. It explores some of the difficult questions, well, some of the biggest questions of all, really? Like life and death.
Exactly. How do they keep their sound fresh, and how much have they fallen out over the years? Have you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, actually, quite a lot over the years, to be honest with you. But like a big family, really, you know.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We'll talk to lead singer Tim Booth Morning and bassist Jim Glennie in a moment. Should we have a little listen to the new single, though? Moving On, here it is.
Now my bags are packed and my sails are tacked and my course is marked by stars. I'm on my way, soon be moving on my way. Leave a little light on, leave a little light on. I'm on my way, soon be moving on my way. Leave a little light on, leave a little light on. Time always unwinding, all these deadlines in my mind.
Now, we
morning,
were just
both.
getting an explanation, which we'll share with you now, because you were talking about that video particularly, which is beautiful.
Thank you.
And there's sort of unravelling there, and the story behind the song, and indeed the video, is very personal to you.
Yeah, essentially, while we were writing this record, my mum died, and one of my best friends a few months later. But my mum's death, she was 90, and I made it from Los Angeles, and you know, was with her for days, singing to her, and she was surrounded by loved ones, and it was a really beautiful experience. It was, it felt like a birth. And we know this great animator, and I kind of told him this story about my mum dying in my arms, and he came up with this incredible animation, which, you know, if you want to see what we're doing, this is the thing to see. This is the best video we've ever made, easily. Most of our videos put people off our music. This one will actually, you know, I think he won a BAFTA before for a past video he made. He'll win a BAFTA for this one, or something's wrong.
And it's a beautiful song as well. Was it difficult to write a song about your mum and her dying then? Was that or was that something that was important to you to do?
It's just what I do. It's not, I don't have any choice.
Is that how you explain things to yourself then? In some
I think
ways?
so. I think it's how I process things unconsciously. I tend to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning with the words going around in my head and have to get out and stay half asleep and write them down. And that way I don't censor it. It's been harder to sing them later. That's been a problem. But not much of a problem because our audiences are very forgiving, and I just tell them what's going on, and if I burst into tears, they're okay with it.
And tell us about the practicalities of work, because you don't live near one another at all, do you? You're literally thousands of miles apart.
Scattered all over.
So where are you?
I'm in the Highlands of Scotland. There's only Larry who lives in Manchester anymore. Poor old Larry, stuck on his own here.
Right.
Tim lives in California. We write when we can, usually around festivals. We'll play a festival, and wherever we're playing, we'll stay there for a few days till the next one, and we'll get in a studio and we'll write. And that's how we kind of do things now. It's kind of we grab the spaces in between everything else we're doing.
And then we kind of locked ourselves in a great hotel in Gairloch in Scotland. Like no media, no internet, hardly any phone lines for 2 weeks, and bolted it down really.
Tell us about those decisions, because you live both of you sort of live in the middle of nowhere. Is that a fair description?
Yeah, I live in a national park with mountain lions, and we had a bobcat living under our house, which is like a little small leopard, and coyotes every night outside our door, and he lives, wild of Scotland.
Yeah, middle of nowhere in the Highlands of Scotland. Very lovely, very, very quiet.
Everyone will know you, of course, from the single "Sit Down." And people have different attitudes to songs that, you know, are those moments in time, give you a kind of reference point, almost for the rest of your career in a way, because people might know that song, not know any of your other work.
Yes.
Is that a thing over time you get to love more, because it's a way into your music? How do you sort of feel about a song like that?
Well, luckily for us, we had like 17 hits. So, and in different countries, different songs became the big song. So in America, they've never heard "Sit Down."
Really?
And in South America, it's Getting Away with It. In Greece, it's Getting Away with It. In Portugal, it's Sometimes. So you get to vary it. You don't, you know. Here, yes, it's "Sit Down." But every band has a song that breaks the door down, and "Sit Down" was the song that kicked the door down for us here. So we appreciate that.
Let's have a look at some of those songs, shall we?
What were you saying?
Time measured by receding hairlines.
But you were plainly proud of it, though.
Oh, totally. I shaved my head when I was 21.
Did you?
First of all, in Manchester, yeah.
Why? Just because?
I'd seen a documentary on Auschwitz, and it had upset me, and I just went and hacked my hair off.
As a sort of mark of respect, or
Just an upset reaction, I think.
wow.
And then the riots took place, and skinheads were not in high demand.
Of course.
I remember getting out of my car, and there was a car upside down on fire in the street, and I got out of my car with a shaved head, and all these people were like holding their weapons in their hands. I was going, "What's going on?" innocently. And they
It's amazing how people can judge you on a hairstyle.
Indeed.
The album is out now, and are you going to be touring as well later in the year? Is that right?
Yeah, loads of festivals through the summer, and then UK tour in November.
Well, good luck with that. Lovely to see you here this morning. Thank you very
Good
much.
to see you.
Thank you, it's lovely to see you. That is all from us today. Thanks very much for watching. We are back from 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes, Steph will be in